everyone, welcome to Happiness is Love. Today we are going to talk about what does badass really means. We all use it very liberally, especially today's generation. They use the word badass without really understanding what it means. So I was very curious to kind of decode what this word means, because some think it as a negative word, for some it's positive. So there's a mixed understanding, and as shown in the popular culture, we really don't understand it very well. So I thought today is a good opportunity for us to talk about what does badass really means. So today I'm going to share with you what it really means, and let's get onto this journey together to decode words which are not well understood and used in a wrong fashion. So number one, assertive people are responsible people. These people organize their lives. They organize themselves. They understand the importance of managing themselves first. Only then you can think of managing others. They know how to prioritize their time. They know how to prioritize what is most important. They respect not just their own time, but others' time as well. They are consistent and they don't make false commitments. This is extremely important to understand. Second, badass people are assertive. Now, what does it mean to be assertive? Assertive people ask for what they want and need. They express what they think openly, freely, and honestly. They express their feelings respectfully and in the most straightforward fashion. And of course, being assertive requires practice. It's really a skill, and we all need to learn how to be assertive, because we are either passive or aggressive. We are really not taught, and we don't have the right role models who teach us how to be an assertive person. So if you want to be a badass person, you need to learn skills on how to be assertive. And being assertive really means to stand up and speak up for things that you believe in, things which are your right, but in the most calm and positive way. That's the key. You cannot be aggressive or harsh or be passive and just be a peace at price kind of person and not stand up and speak up for what you think and what you feel is right. Third, badass people don't complain. This is a big one. If you want to be a badass person, you cannot be one who's complaining all the time, because if we complain, you're not a badass person, because you're only focusing on what is going wrong. But badass people focus on what is going right. And the thing about being badass is that you are aware of your communication. You know that you're not a complainer. You know that you're not a blamer. And you take steps, positive steps in your life to not be a chronic complainer. Fourth, badass people admit their faults. They own up when they make a mistake. They acknowledge when they have done something wrong to hurt someone. And that's what it means to be badass, because you have no problem in apologizing and owning up things that went wrong. So the word here is owning up, acknowledging, and realizing when you go wrong. And that's what it means to be badass, because you want to fix things, you want to focus on the solution, you own up, and you don't complain. Badass people believe in body positivity. The way they walk, the way they talk, they exude physical confidence because they believe in themselves. They believe in the good. They believe that if you are a healthy person and you exude that energy, you will automatically appear to be more self-assured and more self-confident. And again, it'll help you look more assertive. And that's what it means to believe in working towards you being a loving person, loving yourself in your wholeness, loving your body, loving yourself for who it is that you are, and displaying that to the world around you. Sixth, badass people are empathetic. They listen to really understand. They listen to things that people around them don't say. They put themselves in the shoes of the other, not as themselves, but as the other, so that they can really feel what the other person is feeling. They can relate to other people's pain points. They connect with people emotionally. And like I said, this is a skill that can be developed. And again, we are not taught. And because we are not taught, we don't know how to be badass. And the most interesting part is that when you learn to be badass, it makes you feel extremely empowered, and you feel so liberated because you know that you have the confidence to handle any situation. You can be that person who, when you enter that room, you know how you want to be that person who everybody looks upon, everybody goes to in terms of, in times of crisis. You can be that badass person because then people will reach out to you. Number 7, badass people forgive. They come from a place of understanding and empathy. And even when others have wronged them, they don't start, their narrative is not that, oh my God, I'm the victim, what happened to me and why this happened to me. Rather, they ask themselves, what has this come to teach me? And forgiving people, sometimes you have to receive an apology that you never got. And again, forgiveness is a skill that we all can learn when you put yourself in the place of understanding and compassion, and you display positive empathy to those who have hurt you or have harmed you. That's when you can learn authentic forgiveness, true forgiveness, and then you realize that you don't want to be a slave to other people. And this again is a very, very empowering feeling. You learn to forgive yourself because sometimes we need to truly accept ourselves and forgive ourselves. And that's where the real magic happens. That's where true growth happens. 8th, badass people believe in self-love. They practice, they prioritize, they model only self-love because they believe that everything springs and stems only from self-love. Till the time I don't love myself, I cannot love another. This is a universal rule. So you make self-love a priority. What it means is that you take care of your physical health. You take care of your mental and your emotional well-being. You practice the pause. You unplug. You sit in silence. And you self-reflect so that you can be your better self. And you know how to take care of your needs. And even if you don't, you can assertively tell people around you that I don't feel so well today. I don't feel so upbeat today. I'm sorry, I won't be able to help you today. And you can learn to say no to people around you. I know we all struggle, and I work and learn too. I'm still learning these skills on how to say no to people around us. And you can still be a kind person by saying no. You can still disagree with someone respectfully and say, I respectfully disagree with you, and here's why, and still be badass. Badass people express gratitude. They make gratitude their spiritual practice. They forever say thank you, and thank you not for just being polite, but really believing that yes, I am grateful for all the good that is around me. They count the blessings that are around them. They are thankful for all that is around us and that we are abundantly blessed. And they have a deep appreciation for life. They have a deep understanding that till the time we don't express gratitude, we cannot be happy. Happiness is impossible without practicing gratitude, and all it takes is practice. And I always say, whatever you practice, you become good at. You practice complaining, you become good at complaining. You practice blaming, you get good at blaming. But if you want to be badass and become good at being a badass, all you need to do is practice and express more and more gratitude. In fact, science is saying it, psychology is saying it, research is saying it, that if you express gratitude, it changes the wiring of your brain. It makes you think of the good. You're able to check the quality of your thoughts. You're able to check yourself when you're going down that negative spiral. So you're able to catch yourself. You're able to check yourself and challenge yourself when you're not in a state of gratitude. So my humble request to everyone who's watching this video is to please start. If you want to start being badass, start first by expressing gratitude, and it starts now. And last, badass people never, ever, ever bully anyone. They don't put people down. They don't intimidate anybody. They don't blame or break anyone's trust. All they thrive on, all they strive for is to learn, to grow, and evolve to be their bestest, grandest versions. And now Corona has taught us all well that this is the time for all of us to repair ourselves, to rebuild ourselves, to reinvent ourselves. Because if we don't do it now, we never will. So here's to everyone being more badass and first understanding what badass really means, and then developing skills on building yourself up so that you set a glorious example of what badass really means and you wear it as a badge and others will follow your example. I hope this video was useful to one and all. We love sharing with you because we care and we are there. Keep liking, sharing and subscribing to our YouTube channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you for so much love. Your love propels us, your support encourages us, and we stay indebted to you for your support and encouragement.